everyone, it's Kara Lovehart here, and I want to introduce you to the newest facilitator for our online Spiritual Steep Book Club. Spiritual Steep Book Club, if you've never been to our book club, we had it in person and we have it online as well. Currently, we're doing it online in our online space. And again, this book club is about empowerment, self-development, spiritual topics, and it's a really great space to connect and especially dive into some really awesome books. And for the month of September here, there's a recording of this video, we are reading Atlas of the Heart. And we also are bringing some authors in that are more accessible to us, that we can actually talk to and bring on to our monthly meetings. So we can read the book and then chat directly with the authors. It's another exciting thing about our book club. But today I want to introduce you to Dr. Kia James. She is one of the co-facilitators with me here, and I'm going to bring her on and we're going to chat a little bit about her so you guys can get to know her. Hi,
Hello.
Dr. Kia.
How are you?
I'm very excited to introduce you guys and share a little bit about you and what brings you into the book club. So could you share a little bit about what you're up to and what you do with your services and maybe briefly about your background?
Certainly. I have to say right off the bat that I've been preparing for this, my career and what I'm doing right now, my whole life. So that right there, that'll give you an idea. So I am a human design specialist, and I do human design readings. I also provide coaching in that realm. Human design is a relatively new phenomenon in the same category as it's basically in a nutshell, like what I would call a spiritual assessment tool. And it is very much it's based on astrology, it's based on tarot, it's based on I Ching and the Kabbalah and Vedic medicine. And it's very cool because it really does, like astrology does, it really gives you a really beautiful idea of who you are, what your potential is, and how to get there. So that's what human design is all about, and certainly something that I have, as I mentioned, has been preparing my whole life for. I started out as a nurse and worked in hospitals, but then worked predominantly in education and also the occupational health setting. And I will tell you that this being a nurse has prepared me to do what I do. I have an innate curiosity to explore other people. And what I mean by that is that I like to see how they tick. I like to see what they do. I like to be of help to them. And that means it can be as simple as providing education to providing sacred space. And so I really, really appreciate the opportunity now to join the Spiritual Steep Online Book Club as one of your co-facilitators. And the reason I'm so excited is because I truly believe that our words, or the words we use, have tremendous impact. And therefore, to read words in a book or on your Kindle, if that's what you're using, is so powerful and can be so inspiring and so motivating. So for me, I am really interested in being part of that process because I'm all about transformation. I'm all about healing. I'm all about helping others get to where they want to be. And that is why I'm choosing to be a co-facilitator with you.
Well, the process of the empowerment through words, not just like what you say, but also what you're hearing, what you're listening to, what you're reading, is part of how I am where I'm at today. Continuing to consume resources, media, podcasts, books, audio, songs, music that uplift and empower me. And that is the one thing that continues to buoy me. And I think it's something that's a really great accessible resource for so many. And then to have a resource that you're looking at, like a book, that you can discuss with other people who have read it. That is what I get excited about with the book club. And especially because so me and Dr. Kia, we get into long conversations and then we're like, oh my gosh, we could just talk for hours. So I am really stoked about moving into the book club with you so we can chat. So what this will look like for our online space, if you're ever interested in joining the book club, you actually just join our online Mighty Networks. You access the Mighty Networks through our website, and it's $5 a month. So you get access to all the things. That's over 200 recordings and workshops and other things as well. But the book club is also just a part of that. It's a space, almost like a Facebook group, but in our private kind of social media platform called Mighty Networks. And that is where you get access to it. And we post the book, we post quotes, we post questions that we'll chat about. And then me and Kia will go live and chat together throughout the month with it. And then after the holidays, we'll connect and we'll start doing a Zoom group again where you can go on live with us if you want to be on camera. If not, bring your tea, bring your book, and we'll chat about it. And that's what we really get into the discussion part. That's the fun part, but we can still do that in the online space. We know that a lot of people are very busy, especially as we get into the school year and as things are really kicking up for the new year and the holidays. The platform that we have a question that we post and then we get on whatever best time for us, whatever in the early morning or late at night, to comment back and start this stream of comments and chatting about the question. That seems a lot more doable for people's schedules right now. But as we go forward and we have Kia and me and kind of really getting into this a little bit deeper, we can move into that type of space for it. So this particular book that I chose, and all the books that we choose, we have ones that we're really interested in, but then we also take poll and ask what the community really wants to read. But this book is Brene Brown's book called Atlas of the Heart for September. And I chose this book specifically because, yay! Yes, because, part of self-development and empowerment is about self-awareness. And it's a really great book for understanding emotions and language and concepts beyond the three types of emotions that most in the book. She says that only 3 type of emotions we think we have on the surface level are angry, happy, sad. And that's like the most vocabulary that we have until we understand and learn more about our emotions and the different nuances. And I thought that was just super powerful. And the one thing I was reading today in the book that was really interesting is she's a researcher. So she's a social science researcher. And so she was researching anger, and there's some debate that anger is not a primary emotion. And it's not something that's fully like, yes, it's absolutely a secondary emotion, but there is, if you think about it, a lot of times anger is in our culture, she says, it's a space where we don't have to be vulnerable about maybe we're actually feeling sad about something, or, and that anger is a guarding, it's like a firing up, to protect ourselves or to set a boundary or to be a catalyst for some sort of change. To maybe emote in a different way, but it's not a primary emotion. Now, there's still debate about that. She says in the book, it's not for certain, but it was just a really interesting thing that she was talking about. So for this one, again, we're still reading this for the rest of September, everybody. You can join us anytime. I listen to it on audiobook too. On Audible, it's a really great way if you're like, oh, I'm really busy. And sometimes I have to be honest, sometimes I will not get to the book till like 2 weeks in or 1 week in, depending on my schedule, but I'm still like engaged with the questions and engaged with what's happening because I say that in full Brene Brown style of vulnerability to share that there is a sense of shame that, oh my God, I can't keep up with this book club, or I'm really busy, or something happens. We're absolutely not like that we're inviting you wherever you're at. Just come chat with us, come connect. Let's stay empowered and connected to the book, to the material, and to each other. So Dr. Kia, do you have any words of any books that you really, really like read that really changed your life, or anything about Brene Brown that you know about that you'd like to share?
Well, the thing that I know about Brene Brown is, like you said, she is a fabulous researcher, and she really delves into what I call the softer side of science in terms of looking at attitude and like she talks about guilt and shame and all of those are underlying emotions that all of us have, like you mentioned, Kara. And I think for me, she's very comforting because she's saying this is normal. This is normal. This is normal to feel guilt. It's normal to feel shame, but we need to understand why.
Yeah.
And we need to be how do we work with that? How do we, when you not only raise our awareness, but then how do we work with it? And that's what I love about Brene Brown.
Yeah, there's the practicality of it that she
Mhm.
offers. Because again, that self-awareness is the foundation for empowerment. And when
Yep.
you gain that and you have these tools that we trickle in with these different book club stuff. Oh, I will give you a sneak peek of next month's book. I don't know if it's going to show up on here with the background. It
Oh,
won't.
yeah.
It doesn't read that it's a face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
Bullying Yourself by Dr. Anna Marie Frank. And
Okay.
she actually is an author that we're actually going to get access to directly and be able to do a live Q&A
Mhm.
with her at the end of the month of October. And it's identifying your inner bully, get out of your own way, and
Mhm.
enjoy greater health, wealth, happiness, and success. So this is a book that we have. You can actually access the book information on our website too under events,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
sign up for that Q&A if you want to actually
Mhm.
meet Dr. Anna Marie Frank. We'll be putting her in our Mighty Networks, but we're going to also have it access to anyone who wants to see her. But there is a coupon code for free shipping for her book if you purchase it directly from her website. But it's also on
Mhm.
Audible too. So
Okay.
that one I think is
Mhm.
going to be a really great follow up to this book.
Mhm.
So, but other
Yeah.
than that, Miss Kia, do you have anything else to share before we say goodbye?
No, I just am so appreciative of the space to have people come together and share and to dialogue and to really sort of get into the meat of some of these issues that are so important for our personal growth. And so I'm very excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Mhm.
so much for coming on. And
Mhm.
everybody, meet Dr. Kia in the Mighty Networks and
Mhm.
me. You can chat with us in there under the Spiritual Steep Book Club tab. We'll put links below in the comments here and in the description for you to access that. But other than that, we will see you guys soon. Bye.